to the ring.
Introducing first, weighing in at 227 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Griffin McCoy.
MLW debut for Griffin McCoy, a 6-year pro who born and bred in the Philadelphia area. A man who describes himself.
Weighing in at 199 pounds and hailing from Brooklyn, New York, he is Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
You want to talk about ultra competitive, a man with a bit of a chip on his shoulder to prove he is among the best of the best as well. Knocking out Timothy Thatcher in that matchup, that's about as emphatic a victory as you can get, right?
Absolutely, but what have you done for me lately?
Tracy also a Opera Cup finalist, 2023 installment. Tracy's all about substance. He doesn't care about the style. He's a black boots and black trunks kind of guy.
You should take notes. Here we go now.
Crowd firmly behind Hot Sauce. Hard not to respect what he brings to the table. So technically proficient is Tracy Williams, the 13-year veteran.
Yeah, to that, McCoy got out of that headlock quite quickly. Now the two are engaged some good chain wrestling. We saw some hanging up on top, as he should be. So right there from that sequence, Sauce knows he's in for a fight. But as of right now, Sauce is the better wrestler.
I think one of the things that makes Tracy Williams so great is he doesn't seem to ever underestimate any of his opponents. He always has a battle plan. He always has a game plan.
Joe, it's MLW. If you come in here underestimating anyone, you're a moron. But I noticed there that McCoy he was able to capture around the arm. McCoy is trained. He knows how to use his hands. It's something important to watch in wrestling matches. How guys use grips, where they grab their opponents. It tells you a lot.
Tracy Williams
Kept the wrist.
fights out of the control position of Griffin McCoy and stops down, and that's going to take away potentially that vertical base right down onto the ankle of Griffin McCoy.
Now let's see what Sauce does with it. Toe hold, smart, pushing the heel against his chest so that the pressure is equal on both sides. McCoy knew it. Take it out. Nice capture.
Roll up.
Kept it.
Yeah.
His flow is nasty. King Sauce.
Yeah. Seamless motion from one maneuver to the next.
Right back to the middle of the ring. It's called get it again. In training, we used to do it all the time. Whatever the move is, move, get it again. Right there was the headlock. Get it again.
Tracy Williams, I feel like he's always 3 to 4 steps ahead of his opponent at any given moment.
Well, that speaks to his footwork. I mean, it's kind of like playing 9-ball in billiards. Each move sets up the next. You never want to be out of position for offense or defense in this game. Nice push on the back of the shoulder to lower the head. And now we'll see what McCoy can do here.
Is it a mistake of McCoy to try to go toe-for-toe in a technical battle with Tracy Williams?
It might be, but to McCoy's hubris, he doesn't want to hear it. And now as I'm looking at McCoy, he seems to be more bottom-heavy than Sauce, and I think that can lend itself to explosive impact moves. That's what I think McCoy needs to do in this match. Turn it up a notch.
Talking to McCoy earlier this afternoon, it seemed like he already had his eyes set upon the top of the card here at Major League Wrestling. Hadn't even finished his debut yet, so we'll see if he's looking through Tracy Williams.
That tells me a lot about this young man. Nice. Oh my gosh. I've not seen that in quite some time.
Wrist clutch, overhead suplex, and now the clothesline.
What I love here, and it's one of the reasons that I came here, is I was told you can call this as a sport. And my eyes lit up. The grappling, the history. Remember, this is the first company from which I ever cashed a check. Okay, so it's in my blood. The grappling and the wrestling will always bring you back, Joe.
It's a big reason that Tracy Williams is here, and a big reason MLW caught his eye. Way back in the day, Tracy Williams he went to MLW events back in 2003. He watched Satoshi Kojima defend the MLW World title, and right then and there, Tracy knew MLW was something special.
Well, you gotta understand, we as the boys, it was a locker room sellout. Every time, as soon as we were done wrestling, we'd come back and go right back to the curtain to watch the other matches. That's MLW's reputation. Oh, God.
A high round kick.
Now go for a cover, though. Enough with the safe and dramatic. See, that I don't like.
I think Griffin's competitive nature, maybe to a fault sometimes as far as proving himself and proving a point.
Just say he's cocky.
He is. A man set out to conquer the world. And you can
That always works out well for those type of people. Got to hook a leg, kid.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if McCoy was more concerned with certain fundamentals than he was with growing the pencil mustache and always smiling at the camera, he'd enjoy more success.
What do you make of that smirk after Tracy Williams kicked out? Was that Griffin just realizing an opportunity to hurt him more?
Listen, everyone's fighting their own fight. You can't judge people for what goes on. You don't know what his parents did to him. You have no idea what's going through his mind.
I know what Griffin's trying to do to Tracy, that half and half suplex at part of his repertoire, but Tracy had it fought off.
Back is exposed. He hits with the toe. Ooh, we don't like that.
Right between the shoulder blades, and I know you're not a fan of that cover.
No. You know, it's strange, I'm getting young Rick Martel for some reason, and it's actually the best compliment that I could give a young wrestler. When you hear certain names from the past you don't hear all the time, go ask the tenured wrestlers about some of them. They were so good. The Bob Ortons, the Rick Martels. I mean, they were just so, Mike Rotundos. These are the compliments I can give today's wrestlers.
I'll check out the face of Tracy Williams. That mood changed with one strike from Griffin McCoy, and Tracy Williams realizes he doesn't want to be a footnote in the story of Griffin McCoy's debut. And high angle suplex. Griffin, if you want this, you got to earn it, my friend. Do not ever underestimate. Don't ever assume you've got Tracy where you want him, because he will fight until he can't move.
McCoy showing fight as well, though. I like that.
Got check time here in this matchup as the pace and intensity quickens.
Did you see what he did? McCoy, in his stumble, stepped on the bottom rope to jump up. He knew exactly where he was. I'm impressed.
Wait a minute.
Hey, thanks for coming, dude.
Griffin dropped face first on that top turnbuckle.
Crossing the leg.
Down to the knee and ankle area. Keep in mind, Williams stomping on that ankle at the outset of the match.
Great point. Good callback, Joe. It's why you are the best. And now it looks like a submission. It's coming locked in deep.
Step over toe, face lock, STF with perfect ring positioning, dead center.
The step over crossface, time honored. Everyone in the building knows what it can do. The more you drag, the more you pull on the tendons in your knee. But, oh boy. Oh boy. Griff, what do you got, kid? What are you made of? Whoa.
Griffin was running out of appendages, but finally got to the bottom row. But the story there was just that ferocity on the face of Tracy Williams as he torqued back.
And I will counter with the story there is that Griffin McCoy didn't tap out.
Also true, without a doubt. Hey, Griffin came to do big things, no question about that. But Tracy came to prove that he deserves to be the man here in MLW.
Love playing tennis with you, Joe. It's the highlight of my week, and with wrestlers like this, they make it so easy.
Tracy Williams has come so close to major accolades here in the major league. You got to feel like he could be one win away from making some major statements, but McCoy counters the grip.
McCoy broke the grip. Mouth open for Sauce. Maybe Sauce is getting tired. Maybe Sauce's conditioning isn't what it should be.
I asked earlier if McCoy was making a mistake going on the mat with Williams. Is Williams making a mistake striking with a man with such proficient kicks as Griffin?
It's a great point, but when we get into the fight, it devolves to whatever it is that needs to be done to win.
Instincts take over, and McCoy!
Caught him.
Looking for the sunset kick. That would have done it, but now Williams has a death grip on that ankle of McCoy that has already been softened up.
The only counter, and it's a good one.
Smart move by McCoy to shift onto his back as quickly as he could. Half and half suplex. Oh, drops down, does Williams the counter.
You know, that's you got to be careful. You can separate your own shoulder when you do that, but Sauce didn't care.
Oh, it's going to be a Williams special. No, pile driver would have done it. But incidental contact with the official. Again, McCoy the opportunist.
Like Chris D'Antonio.
Half and half suplex. Tracy Williams dropped on his head. Instincts bring him to his feet. But the sunset kick takes him back down.
That's it.
Griffin McCoy has won a big MLW debut match.
Winner, Griffin McCoy.
Listen, we've seen Tracy Williams go toe-to-toe with Timothy Thatcher, with Davey Boy Smith Jr. We saw him enter the Battle Riot. Tracy Williams knows no fear, no surcease. But tonight, he was not enough to stop the debuting Griffin McCoy.
MLW has always been about the wrestling, it's also always been about giving opportunity to new talent. Like him or not, you have to respect what Griffin McCoy just did, and you have to be excited for what's to come.
Our Bet Online replay shows the debuting Griffin McCoy